Hello and welcome to Evangelical End Time Machine. My name is Darren and I'm one of the workers of the last days. We have a message for you today entitled, Make Sure You Do Not Miss the Boat. And the message begins. Hello, very welcome. Wednesday, October 8th, 2014. Benjamin Kosinson, God's end-time prophet of the last days, wrote down the following report in the presence of the messenger angel of God. Shalom. I greet you in the wonderful name of Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ. Verily, my name is Raphael, and I am a messenger angel of God. Verily, Prophet Benjamin Kosinson has seen the rapture and warned the world. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens will pass away with a great noise, and the elements will be dissolved with fervent heat, and the earth and the works that are in it will be burned up. Verily, in China and Japan, many have been killed and punished. So also in Turkey and Peru and other countries. Luke 21 verse 10 and 11. Then he said to them, Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be great earthquakes, famines, and plagues in various places. There will be terrors and great signs from heaven. Verily, be alert. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 11 to 13. Therefore, since all these things are thus to be destroyed, what manner of persons ought you to be in holy living and godliness, looking forward for and earnestly desiring the coming of the day of God, by reason of which the heavens being on fire will be dissolved, and the elements will melt with fervent heat. But according to his promise, we look for new heavens and a new earth in which dwells righteousness. Verily, the total takeover is in full swing. Keep your relationship with Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, clean, pure. Revelation chapter 9 verse 6. And in those days, people will seek death and will in no way find it. They will desire to die, and death will flee from them. Prophet Benjamin Kosinson saw doors open and people come out of the church. They cried and screamed and shouted that Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ, had come. While Prophet Benjamin saw these images, he just kept saying, but those are Christians, aren't they? Romans chapter 1 verse 26 and 27. For this reason, God gave them up to vile passions, for their women changed the natural function into that which is against nature. Likewise, also the men, leaving the natural function of the woman, burned in their lust toward one another. Men doing what is inappropriate with men, and receiving in themselves the due penalty of their error. And verse 32. who, knowing the ordinance of God, that those who practice such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but also approve of those who practice them. Benjamin writes, I saw mothers who shouted, my baby is gone. I saw men and women walking around depressed, and heard someone say, my wife has been taken away. The ground was still trembling, and I saw deep cracks, and I saw spaceships coming out of the ground and out of the sky, and I heard a voice say, we are the visitors from space. I saw many suicides, buildings collapsed, and cars crashed against each other, and airplanes and helicopters just fell out of the sky. I saw many explosions. Luke 21, verse 33 to 36. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away. So be careful, or your hearts will be loaded down with carousing, drunkenness, and cares of this life. And that day will come on you suddenly, for it will come like a snare on all those who dwell on the surface of all the earth. Therefore be watchful all the time, asking that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that will happen, and to stand before the Son of Man. 1 John chapter 2, verse 17. And the world is passing away with its lust, but he who does God's will remains forever. John 3, verse 16 to 21. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life. For God didn't send his Son into the world to judge the world, but that the world should be saved through him. He who believes in him is not judged. He who doesn't believe has been judged already, because he has not believed in the name of the one and only Son of God. This is the judgment, that the light has come into the world, and men loved the darkness rather than the light, for their works were evil. For everyone who does evil hates the light and doesn't come to the light, lest his works would be exposed. But he who does the truth comes to the light, that his works may be revealed that they have been done in God. I'm going now. Ruach Yeshu Shalom, spoke the messenger angel of God and disappeared. And also I say to you, Ruach Yeshu Shalom. God bless.